What is up, beautiful people? This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Auto Skin Detail. Give them a follow on Instagram, like a couple pictures, show them some love. Let's go. I'm just happy to be here. What is up, beautiful people of the world? My name is ExZac Change, and I'm happy to be here today with my guest, Nathan Chartrey.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up? Yes. And Cody, of course.
Yo.
How you gentlemen feeling today?
Great.
Excellent.
Yeah, dude. It was a nice day today.
Yeah, it was super nice.
Beautiful. It started off cloudy, actually. I was looking outside thinking it was going to be gloomy, and then it just parted way. It just, became
It was
all
like hailing
beautiful.
earlier.
Was it?
Yeah, I was standing outside and it was like coming down like on me like around like 11 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you're in March, April, you get that craziness.
Snow, rain.
Yeah, you're here for all the seasons, and sometimes you get them all in 1 month.
You
which
get them all in like the course of an hour.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Let's be honest. I mean, regardless of the weather, like it's like, ooh, it's hailing, but you see people walking around, you see people enjoying themselves, and that's been giving me that vibe for sure.
Especially after last year and not having.
Yeah, no shit.
I feel like we have, as people around here, just everywhere probably, have a lot of pent-up energy. We're ready to unleash.
You can see it.
Everybody's just buzzing on their couch and like, come on.
Everybody's buzzing on that little stimmy.
Yeah.
Everybody's stimming right
Everybody's stimulated right
Everybody's
now.
high rolling.
Everybody's got a new pair of shoes, a bottle, some weed. They got paid off some of their car note.
Let's go. Are you stimmed?
I'm stemmed.
Are you
Are you
stimulated?
stimmed? Did you get stimmed?
I did get stimmed.
I haven't been stimmed.
You
I
haven't?
haven't been stimmed, but that's okay
maybe you
because
made too
like
much money.
I'm riding on
Did you
like
tax?
y'all's stim. I'm riding on. Yeah, I'm taxed and everything.
You're riding on our stem energy?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, and it's
Like-
honestly buzzing, like you're saying, it's buzzing around the whole city.
That's what
Probably.
I'm saying. Like
Everybody that comes in to buy weed, bro, they're just like buying the best shit. They're like,
Wearing sunglasses, like, what's up?
straight up new
New
J's. I'm just like,
yeah.
dude, it's beautiful.
I'll take an eighth today.
Yeah. It's like I understand now that you just see happiness, people glowing because it's sunny, it's beautiful, and then they're out there,
Right.
just having enough money to do whatever they want to do,
For the next week.
Yeah. Well, it's true,
I feel like everybody's somehow flipping it. Like I don't know how, but in my brain I'm like everybody's on forever. I don't know how it worked.
Because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, but it's
The next
not
2
true.
months will feel just like that.
Yeah. I'm riding that energy. You guys are on.
And you should, like, what would you tell people to do? Like, what would you think?
I actually just had this conversation with somebody, and I said that try to buy an asset. Try to buy something that's gonna give you a return.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if it's small. Even if you just tumble your money and then you lose it like in a couple months. But just don't blow it on something that's gonna just give you no return.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just me. I also told him, like, he was arguing that, and I said, just go fucking blow it then,
Yeah.
because that's what you can. It's
Yeah.
free money, you know what I mean? So,
Go to the casino. If you don't want to invest it, go to the casino,
So-
and then you can have fun and maybe win some,
Or you just, cash at me, Nathan
Yeah.
Chartrey.
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Because, dude, you're doing shows all
Yeah.
the time right now, right?
Yeah. Like even during COVID, I usually would go out to like Post Falls or I've been going to Lewiston like at least once every other month and stuff like that for
Dope.
like a whole weekend and stuff. So
Or just downtown Riverfront Park, sitting there or wherever.
yeah.
Someone just giving you
That
some
was
money.
that was fun. I was thinking about. I was like, maybe I should busk. I haven't done it in like forever. And I was
Busking,
like,
that's
no,
what's-
I'm just gonna chill and just kind of jam out or whatever. And then this dude just rolls up, and then he was just like, "What songs do you know?" And I was like, "I don't like." It was funny because like he looked like a hip hop guy, so I was like, "Oh, I'll play you the Eminem one." He's like, "No, you do Johnny Cash or whatever." So he had me do like 2 Johnny Cash songs, and then he started bringing up like a bunch of like, "Do you know this song? Do you know this song?" and stuff like that. And I was just like, "No, but I mean, I'll learn it really quick and play for you if you're giving me money." Shit.
Damn, so you could just learn it real quick.
Sometimes, not like it just depends on the song.
But you have the
and stuff.
confidence to just say, throw it to me and I'll do my best.
Right, yeah.
That's pretty
For the most
fucking-
part.
That's pretty dope,
It
dude.
is
Thanks.
tight.
I think that's one thing I noticed when I first met you was like, you would just go after it and just be like, let's go. You know, like you were just, I think I just started doing a hook or something, and you just started matching it and bringing it in.
I think was it doing like one of your songs?
Yeah, it was the beach side.
Yeah, beach
song.
side. Yeah, that's right. And then I was just like trying to figure it out, and
all of a sudden we were just in a
How long have you been playing?
Like 13, 14 years, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anytime someone dives into something and, you know, they put that time in, you can definitely see.
Right.
And people, it starts to transcend from like, people are just like, oh, damn. And it gives them that feeling, you know, for sure. That's cool, man.
Yeah. And I love doing it too. It's
nice.
all I want to do.
Well, talk to me about how it, like, you know, you were just playing guitar and then you kind of evolved into, you know, being able to do beats.
Oh, the hip hop stuff.
And stuff like that. Yeah, because I think that's the thing that really catches people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I just started, my aunt and uncle got me a cheap first act, like electric guitar. And I was learning like Blink-182 and Nirvana and shit like that. And then I kind of was writing songs, but I didn't want to like go full force. Like I was telling you yesterday, like I wanted to do like movies and stuff. Like, so that's what I was focusing more on.
So this is before, and when did you learn how to play the guitar?
When I was sick. Well, started when I was 15, but technically like delved into when I was like 16 or whatever. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And then you were just playing it for fun?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, so my math teacher had a guitar in his class, and so I'd always fuck around on it and stuff. And then he was like, hey, if you get your work done, I'll teach you how to play like some songs and stuff like that. Shout out to Mr. Burnell. So,
is that here in town?
Hi. Chihuahua.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm from Spokane, and then I moved to Chihuahua when I was 16 and graduated out there. So, but yeah, so he was like kind of showing me, and then so I told my aunt and uncle that I was interesting. So they got me one for Christmas. I think, yeah, it was for Christmas. And then kind of just started fiddling around on that. And then it was after when I graduated that I actually, like, because I was trying to do the film thing, and I got like a bunch of people together, and we were trying to make like a short film, fell through, and I was like, fuck this. And then so I just kind of went into music instead and started focusing on that. And then one of my best friends, Anthony, he gave me his acoustic because he wasn't playing it. And it was called an Ashland. And so at the time, I was like, that's what I'm going to call myself. I was going to call myself Ashland. Later down the road, when I tried to make song or put a song on Spotify, there's like 50 other Ashlands. So I was like, okay, fuck this. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But so you just went by your normal.
Yeah, just Nathan Chartrey. Yeah.
Good. I think that's best.
And how many of those are on?
That's so far none. And
see, there we go.
It's like a Highlander thing, you know. You gotta find them.
No, I mean it's just dope because I feel like you do want a name that that's unique to you.
Yeah.
That when you Google that name, you're gonna get
right. Yeah. Exactly.
Your stuff.
What made me like, because I was like fighting it, and I was like, no, I gotta think of a cool artist name or something like that, and then I delve into Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, and then like how he used to go by K Dot, and then he just had to go by his name, so I was like, oh, like makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yep. So, yeah, we kind of got off track a little bit as far as talking about like how you took it from like you were doing the film and then you got more into music and then getting into the hip hop stuff.
Yeah. So, I don't remember like what started me down the rabbit hole on YouTube, but I just clicked on this video and I saw a guy like doing like not like as intense as I was. He was just kind of doing a couple of finger like tapping, but he was also like singing and rapping kind of like reggae kind of style. And I was like, that's freaking dope and stuff. And so I looked up like how to do slap guitar like reggae style. And I think I can't find him anymore. Well, he's still on YouTube, I think. His name's Marty Shorts, but he does like guitar lessons and stuff like that. But that's where I saw this video, taught the basics of it. And then, like I said, I'm a huge like Eminem fan, so I saw this dude and his daughter doing a cover of Stan, and then I was just like, I never thought about trying to cover Eminem, and then when I was learning how to do the slap thing, just kind of
all went together.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So and then so I was practicing that, and I've always wanted to rap, but I didn't like feel comfortable over beats and the YouTube thing and stuff like that, like using YouTube beats and stuff and whatever. So I was doing more like I was writing more folky songs like Lumineers and Mumford and Sons kind of style, and I still love that kind of shit and stuff. But then when I figured out how to do the slap thing, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
It's like a whole new
I can rap.
realm.
Yeah, and it's totally honestly set me up for like it's helped me. So when I do hear beats and like make beats and stuff like that, I can able to rap over them now and stuff like that. I feel more comfortable about it and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Sick.
yeah,
Dude, that's awesome.
yeah.
Because when I see the slapping and stuff like that, it just looks so much more complicated. Like the guitar
Right.
already looks complicated enough, but then to be able to string it and slap it, and then
I gotta see
dude, this
this.
dude was having a damn conversation when he was just talking to me, like just, and then he was like, "Oh, oops, I messed the beat up." But it was like after he had been talking to me like 5 minutes, just doing the beat and and then just
I gotta
talking to me.
see. I have to witness.
So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Like one thing I'm really interested in it is like how you've been able to kind of find a groove with being able to not have to have like a normal job and being able to survive and you know and make a living.
Well, I'm
just
trying.
through music.
I was kidding.
Well, of course, yeah.
No. Just honestly, because my first job I had technically like was Hobby Lobby. I worked there for like 3 years, and when I got my first gig, I think it was when I first met Chelsea. I can't say her name. I don't butcher it. Chelsea. She owned the pin.
Okay.
Just
say Chelsea from the Pen.
yeah, Chelsea from the
That's
pin.
cool.
Yeah, I didn't want
Yeah.
to butcher her last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was doing like open mics and stuff like that, and then I met her, and then I think she booked me first gig over at it was the Pin, but it was called something else or whatever. And then so I was like, oh, it's cool, I can start playing gigs.
What
and
was it
whatever.
called?
I think it was like it was called like Club 312 or
Yeah.
something like
311. Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Huh.
something like that. But so she started like kind of helping me get gigs, and then it kind of just started from there. Like all of a sudden, like my buddy who knew a musician needed somebody to fill in for a time or something like that, and that's where I met 3 of my best friends, pretty much Cameron Moore from Free the Jester, and then my buddy Shaden. He's in a band called Sovereign Citizen. We met at Cars Corner and stuff like that. But like yeah, just started getting
Cars
gigs, like,
Corner, man. Damn.
yeah, yeah.
Damn, I remember
That was
that
like
place.
2012 in there or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just started kind of slowly getting gigs, and then this is like after my last year at Hobby Lobby, I was trying to get another like a better job or whatever, and I failed the drug test. This was for like a call center or something like that. But I was like, I'm quitting this place. I'm gonna get a better job. And then I failed the drug test, and I was like, fuck. And
You had
so-
already quit.
yeah, kind of thing. And
That lesson.
right? Yeah, and so, but that. I think it was like that summer I had busked down for Hoop Fest. I made like $200 in like 2 hours pretty much. Like, and I was just like, fuck, like I'll just do this and play gigs. And so that kind of got me like my mindset and stuff like that with like
Of how to
wanting
do
these
it.
gigs.
And like with the gigs, like, are you getting like, would you be getting paid like just like a set for like or like per set, or would it just be
it's
off
like
of like?
I mean, for when I started, it was like sometimes free, or then it was like it would be like $50 for like an hour or something like that. Sometimes, excuse me. Now I charge like usually $100 for an hour and stuff, and like over in Lewiston, I'm playing for 4 hours and stuff like that, and but it just kind of depends. Like some places, like I'm playing at the old mill over on Argonne, like 3 weeks from now, but Gil pays me like $50-$70 sometimes or whatever. So it's not always like a set rate, but
Yeah.
And usually I'm like pretty like I'm not like, no, this is what you pay me. Like it's kind of like, oh, if it's like a joint like that or whatever, like I'm not gonna like demand that. It's still money. So
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Yeah, that dude, it's pretty cool that you found a way to be able to just do what you love. And I mean, obviously you're still building up to, you know,
I'm still learning shit and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was telling you yesterday, like after, because when my mom passed away when I was 16, that's why I moved up to Chihuahua and stuff like that. But after that happened, it was just kind of like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, and like no one's gonna stop me, kind of thing. You know? So
that really like flipped a switch that
Yeah.
just like of motivation.
absolutely, yeah. Like that's what, because I was still trying. I still want to do film, but like at that time, I was like, I'm gonna be a director or like an actor and stuff. I did like drama class and everything, and you know, wanted to go to film school and didn't realize how expensive that shit is, and then started doing music and stuff. But I don't know, it's always just been like the driving force of like you don't have to work the 9 to 5 and whatever. Like, just be happy. If you're not happy, then stop doing whatever it is you're doing to go do something that's gonna make you happy and stuff. Like, and every job I've had, I give a shit about. Like, I just wasn't happy doing it. If it wasn't music or anything like that, like,
You told me, you said, I feel bad for the person that I'm working for because I genuinely don't care about anything that we're doing or like in the company at all. Like, I'd rather be somewhere else playing music.
Like, I do try, like, I mean, I'll try my best at work, like, or whatever, like, do what I need to do, you know, and try not to fuck people and stuff like that. But at the same time,
I don't fuck people.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Is this in at like Hobby Lobby or something?
Yeah, like Hobby Lobby, and then I've worked at Hobby Lobby, and then the last job I just had was Pete's Pizza over on Northwest Boulevard and stuff like that. And it's just every time I've gone in there, like, nowhere, like, not necessarily nowhere jobs, like, you can always work your way up in there, but I hated that, like, my grandparents would always be like, well, just stay there, you know, become a manager. And I was like, no, like, you're kidding me. Like,
No, totally. No.
So.
Well, because it's just like, you know, getting a higher wage or having a higher role isn't happiness. That's not necessarily, or I don't know if at all. You know, maybe some people will find fulfillment in that, but then there's certain people who just dream really big.
Well,
you know,
like,
and it's that freedom really that's that freedom ticket, as Cody calls it, that is the biggest. That's what everybody wants.
Absolutely, and it's just kind of like, if you love doing it, then freaking, like, you can be a janitor and love being a freaking janitor. And, like, that's the case, then, like, awesome, do it. Go 100% and stuff like that. But, like, and I understand, like, there's people in, like, circumstances, like, I'm not telling people, like, quit your job right now or something like that. But it's just kind of like, life's short, you know, and, like, I think we get sucked into, especially now with, like, Netflix and, like, all that stuff, we all just get sucked into this not wanting to chase our dreams anymore. That's all it was. It's just a dream. It's not becoming like a real life thing. And that's like what, I mean, with my music, like my song Follow Your Love, it's like kind of idea of like, go freaking do it. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't, you know? And then you see like guys like Eminem, you know, all of our heroes who had kids, you know, freaking getting fired, like having to be homeless and stuff like that, and being most successful people in the world and stuff. It's just like, well, if that dude can do it, and like, why can't I do it? You know? So,
and it just seems to be about just grinding.
Yeah, it's definitely the work.
And then you meet the people.
Yeah,
and then knowing the people.
Yeah.
The connecting, I think, is the thing.
Biggest.
Is the thing I slept on a lot when I was, you know, doing shows in my younger days. Was just I was keeping everything just real tight in my circle, and you got to really branch out and really link up with other people and different energies.
Absolutely.
And you can create magic that way, you know. And you just see that with collabs all the time of your favorite artists getting together. You know, those guys I don't even know, like, you know, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, like, I don't know, they don't know each other, right? I don't know, maybe it was just like, man, you guys would just be dope, and then they just linked up, like, what's up? Yeah, you're dope.
Why haven't I
I'm
played
dope.
music yet? I don't know.
Yeah,
you want to start a band? And then they made that hit like in 2 minutes.
So it's like, and like, how do you know if it's gonna be? You know, it's a weird feeling when you just don't know. It's like, the person's music's dope. You know, they think my music's dope, okay, but it's like you don't know how the energy is gonna be to create. Especially if, you know, depending on the way you create. Like me, I create usually a lot alone
Me too. I'm the same way. Like, if I'm recording,
it's one of those things that I feel like has to be mutually beneficial for both people in a way that's not cringy and like we're trying to like do this to like, you know, blend each other's fan base. You know what I mean? It has to be done in a delicate way. Or, you know, if you know, a lot of it isn't. A lot of it's just like someone getting on somebody's track.
This is what the people want.
I'm strictly talking hip hop, like, you know, like getting on a track. I'm noticing in other genres, that doesn't happen, right? Like, it's very rare. We've talked about
There's not
this.
like Kenny Chesney featuring Tim McGraw.
Exactly. And then also, like...
Tim McGraw's verse would be hard as hell, bro.
Yeah. And then, like art in general. And we've had this conversation, like, if we're talking it's all art, it's like no other painters or any other style of artist is going to be like, let's do a collab piece. Oh, you don't want a collab? You know?
No, it's a hip-hop thing.
It's dirty.
Right? Because even bands don't, I mean, like, as frequently as, like, hip-hop has collabs. Like, bands don't.
Well, even if they do, you don't really even, like, hear, like, it doesn't really say like featuring, you know,
It's
so
like
and so. It's just
it's like they
kinda-
put out a thing, and it's like, yeah, it's
yeah,
like
and then
that
you
is
find
that.
out like, oh, Jimi Hendrix was playing guitar with them or something like that. And,
Yes.
I've been a
Yes,
big
exactly.
fan my whole life of like, if I was ever to do something artistic with someone, like, let's kick it. Like, come over and let's barbecue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's just see if we can kick it. You know what I mean?
That's
Nope, we
true.
hate each
And
other.
then if they're just like, yeah, but you know, then it's just like, yeah, I don't want to make a song with someone I can't kick it with.
Wow, that's a good point.
You know,
That's a good tester just to see if the
Come
vibe is
smoke a
right.
blunt. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's true.
See
And that's
what's
what we
up.
did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yesterday I was
You
like,
know what I
because
mean?
I had no, I was like, I don't know this guy, but I mean, like I said, like, judging by like kind of just your videos and stuff like that, it's like he seems pretty fucking cool. So I think it's gonna.
You
go
know,
cool.
and that's what's crazy about these days is that you can actually hold on. This is very, just a little bit. You can go onto somebody's Instagram or Twitter, and you can
Stalk
you
the
can
shit
and
out
you
of
can
them.
just stalk them. You can Google them. You
You
can
can
look
get
at
a
their
good read on
YouTube.
them.
You can get a
Yeah.
very
Get a Google
very,
Maps though. That's where
very
you're
very good read. Yeah, exactly. And you can see, you know, especially like with me, I have a podcast, so it's like you can actually go listen to a
Listen to the
podcast
voice
Yeah.
and
yeah, yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
exactly who I am.
exactly.
You know,
Mhm.
because I'm being myself. Like you're gonna just get 100% authentic me right here, having a conversation. You know, so having that plus music, plus just pictures, videos,
Yeah,
live
all the fun
lives,
stuff.
yeah, all sorts of shit. So you can really get a good read. And I also go by my gut.
Right. Yeah.
So if I can just like, I feel like I have a pretty good like spidey sense that kind of tells me like, okay, maybe be wary of this energy or this
Right.
person, or just like, oh man, like this person's cool. Like
Right.
I can just tell, and you know, especially since I know like a lot of people that you know, we have a lot of mutual friends
Yeah.
and stuff like
It's
that.
all
That it's
music
just
family.
exactly. And so like with Bendy and like those guys, like where did you meet them at? Was that through music or?
Yeah, just over Red Room does open mics on Mondays.
Mhm.
Is that where I met Bendy? No, actually, so Lane and Jew and they're doing the. I can't think of the name of it. Shit.
Lilac City.
They're doing the Lions Lair. They're doing a hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
KTB. Or whatever, they were doing like that every last Sundays of the month or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and that's where I met Bendy. He did a thing there, and then we linked up again at the Red Room, and then so we just been kind of like seeing each other back and forth and whatnot, and became good friends. He's like the nicest dude, like the nicest rapper in town for sure.
It's,
I like that guy too.
Yeah, he's just super
it's
cool.
funny, right? We don't like. I feel like everybody's pretty nice.
Oh yeah,
You know, like a lot
I
of.
haven't met like like someone that's just like.
I mean, all the
asshole.
assholes are just not that good. So it's
Right.
just like you're probably like, yeah, well, I understand why you're mad.
I blame the movies and like television that lead you up to like think like you're gonna meet these people that are gonna be like dicks, and then you're like, you're nice. Oh,
Well, dude, we were
Come
talking.
outside.
We were talking about Django. We were talking about Django, and Nathan said, "I almost wish he was an asshole. Like I almost wish, like he's like
He's too
Django's
damn nice.
tight,
You're not supposed to be
man.
nice.
Django's hella tight.
Yeah, he's really good. Freaking
he's so nice.
No, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying. Like he's cool. He's cool people.
yeah, I love his Alone by
Just
Choice
a genuine
album.
dude. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's
me too. That's
freaking-
when I first heard him. I'm gonna roll this up.
Yeah,
Tim, you brought some weed to the podcast.
I did bring some weed to the podcast.
Nice. Let's take a look.
Yeah, see, some
I
wedding
would
cake.
like to see a little cakey.
Yeah, it is.
You brought it in a plastic bag, folks.
I did. Okay, I didn't want to bring the whole jar
Okay.
of the quarter,
So,
but I did this. This is legal. Okay, I did
No,
get this at the
no,
store.
his neighbor grew it.
this
No,
sounds
I'm
Washington.
If I-
Damn, that smells good.
If my neighbor could grow like this, bro,
You would fucking drop out.
he would just turn his house into a dispensary.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, speaking of good energy, like I'm a big fan of like catching good energy at a random like level. You know, like you're just out, you getting a coffee or something. Like I ran into this dude the other day. He works at Rocket Bakery in the Garland district. I've been going there for a little bit now. His name's Tom. And he's just like this cat, like he, you know, like you end up talking to him and you're just like, they give you that good energy, and it's like, that shit's, it's hard to come by,
Right.
honestly. A lot of people are just robots nowadays.
Mhm.
You guys have to feel me, where it's like someone's like, what's going on? And they ask you a few good questions, So
I think that you gotta. I'm very conscious about giving it to get it.
Right.
It's just karma. Just
Mhm.
put it out there.
Yeah, but the
All
energy,
good
yeah.
stuff. Keep putting good stuff out there, and good stuff's coming.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And when I sense that bad energy at all, I just go the other way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nope.
For real.
Every time, just go the other way.
Yeah.
That's it. Because you
Should be a
don't.
shirt. Just go the other
And
way.
speaking of bad energy, you guys have noticed like there's a lot more like walking hopeless souls. I feel like in Spokane that are like the other day someone came up right outside the studio.
Oh, I know. That was before the stimmy hit.
That was before the stimmy.
that dude right now.
After the stimmy, right now he's probably a little more level headed.
He probably just rented a car, drove to fucking. He's gone,
But he
bro.
came up and he came up mid-story, which is pretty normal for a guy coming off the street. And we just caught him mid-story, and then we finished out his story with him. And then it's just like
He was going deep on this story, like was just telling us all sorts of just.
And then I told her no. Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
it's sad to see, but at the same time, it's eye opening. Like damn, we're fortunate to be able to catch good energy and
there was
give it
just
back.
and that was energy that was like the dude wasn't even being like it wasn't bad energy.
He didn't even ask for nothing.
No, but it was just like you knew that you had to be weary.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get out of this.
You just gotta like
The
I gotta
vibe is just like,
Yeah.
meh.
Why does his backpack have so many extensions out?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like
You got too many pockets.
Like, yeah, you're right. Like, why is his pockets so full? You know?
Oh my god. So you got a new single that dropped
Yeah, fall.
on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So that's 2 days ago.
Yep.
Or a
Nice.
week or 2 weeks ago if you're listening to this right now.
Did you
Really-
you meant to drop it on St. Patty's Day?
No, so I'm terrible with the whole planning thing. So Ian and I, Ian's the one that's singing the hook on it and stuff like that. He's one of my best friends. We wrote that song like 3 years ago on acoustic guitars, and that's how we were gonna kind of do it and stuff. And then I've been messing around with producing in Ableton and stuff like that. And then one night I just kind of got a wild hair and ended up like making most of the beat for it and everything. And I showed him, I was like, dude, this is what we should do. And then my best friend Ivan, who works over at Capitol Records, he's always helped me out and stuff. He's like, hey, I'll be down to mix it. And so after we kind of got everything ready, we sent it to him. He ended up getting busy as shit, so the song kind of like got sat on for a little bit until he was able to get to it, and then finally got to it. And then we got it, and then it was just a matter of like setting it up of like, hey, when should we do this? And then it just so happened to be like this month, and I was like, oh, St. Patrick's Day, let's do that. So,
No, and some people try to like steer away from like events like that are memorable,
Right.
Like, but another side of promotion is to lean in on those.
yeah.
And I'm a fan of what you did.
Thanks, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To drop it on something, and then that way it's also memorable to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like to relate. Like the business I do, I started on my birthday.
There you go.
And so every time I celebrate my birthday, I do that. So you'll be able to
That's
celebrate
cool.
your song on St. Patty's
Yeah.
Day.
Are you Irish?
Yes.
There we go.
My,
Boom.
My
So
dad was
there you
born in
go.
Dublin, Dublin, I think.
What?
Yeah, no, well, Belfast, right? Yeah, Belfast. That's where he was born.
Well, they're gonna
yeah.
call you on it now.
yeah.
No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
fucking it up.
He's fucking it up. I knew it.
But
Doherty's is packed, by the way. Right down the way.
Oh.
Because
People are out and they're happy about it.
they're wearing
20% capacity, everybody.
yeah.
It was good. That money's just going to stimulate, that local economy. And like you said, cash app our friend here, Nathan, and he'll do anything. He'll do Kenny Chesney featuring Tim McGraw if that's what you really want.
Yeah.
If the price is right.
If the price is right.
Are we gonna get some guitar? Fucking
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude,
Whenever you guys are ready,
whatever.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
rush it. But
No, of course. Honestly, I'm
Got $50.
All right, what's the cash app, folks? I'm gonna be the first one. Man.
I am interested in just like what the single's about, fall, and
Yeah, it's about a crack. No, I was kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It's kind of about like when we started writing the hook. It's just kind of like fall down to your feet, but you like get back up, kind of thing. And it's just like not dealing with people's shit. And then that's just kind of like the whole vibe with it. And a lot of the times, like when I write my stuff, a lot of my, like, so I have a song, Maybe, Follow Your Love, this one, and then I have one that I haven't recorded yet, but Better Days, and they're all about just kind of like overcoming and like if people are talking you down about like what you're doing and stuff like that, and just like overcoming all that all that shit and like rising up against it. And
so is that like a space that you've been in mentally, or things that you've dealt with?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not just growing up with like my family and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, guys. No, just kind of like they're very, get a job, doing this kind of thing, and it was just like, no, I don't want to do that. And it's not they don't support me or anything like that. They definitely now are just like, keep doing your thing. But growing up and trying to do music and stuff, it was definitely like a speed bump of trying to, get motivated and driven and stuff like that when, everybody's kind of telling you, like, stop doing it and stuff. And so I've always just been like, nah, fuck you. Like, Eminem's my role model, so what do you expect? So it's just kind of like, yeah.
That happens, and families will do that.
Yeah. And it's only for good intention. Like, I know it's for, they're not.
But I just want to let you know that never goes away.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that never goes away, no matter how much you're sure and they're sure that it's working even.
I can probably win a Grammy. My grandpa will be like, so did you get a job yet? Or something.
You know what I mean? And it's just this weird thing that you have to really know that it's what you want to do, because your family's not going to tell you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of people are going to kind of like wait for people to say that, yeah, you should do that, and you shouldn't be waiting for that. You know what I mean?
Well,
exactly.
I want to put a message out there for everybody to just support their loved ones and their people, because
in whatever they do.
Because we're all gonna stumble, even if it's doing 9 to 5s or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if somebody's doing their music thing and they stumble, and then somebody's sitting there to just say, "Oh, I told you so." That's not helping
that's not the whole point of it and stuff like that.
We really got to support each other, because there's sacrifice in everything. It's like, when it's like, if anybody thinks that like a stay at home mom isn't a fucking hard job,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're just at home all day. It's like, that's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? And like,
take care of a human.
Yeah. And if you're a musician, and it's like, oh, you just playing music and da da da. It's like, but all the struggle that comes with that. And I sat down with Christopher Sean Gray at Kingsley and Scout for like 5 minutes or something like that. And one like takeaway that I had from a conversation with him was, he was just like, dude, you just never know when if you're gonna get the money, when the money's coming. It's not
guaranteed. Makes it fun.
You don't know when the next job's coming.
I feel you on that. Like, yeah.
So that's there's
good point.
They're also doing something that the 9 to 5 people aren't willing to do. That secretly kind of wish. That and that's where, when people are telling you not to do it, it's usually coming from a place of a little bit of envy and maybe jealousy of just being like, man, I wish I had the guts to.
Yeah. But also that right there, I wish I had the guts to do it. They're kind of like, that ain't gonna work, but they're just like, but it would work if I.
It's sad too, because like you see it like happening just like just with like people that you meet in the music community and stuff like that. Like, you start seeing flies just kind of drop, and stuff. Like, you started out strong and everybody's jamming, and then all of a sudden, like, you don't see each other for like a year or two, and link back up, and they're not doing it anymore. They lost the drive for it, or they're like, well, I had to get, like, hit real life, and it's just like, well, what's that supposed to mean? Kind of thing. But
I mean, fuck, I can relate to that.
It's definitely a mindset thing. All right, yeah.
Well, a lot of it is that you have to, it's a self-discipline thing.
Yeah.
And I think that that's one thing that, at least for me, is just, I've always been trying to like get better at that and like sharpen that, because I'm just weak. I'll be weak, and just getting a job and just having somebody pay you and setting up the whole structure for you, and all you have to do is just show up and just do your thing, and then they give you the money. Dude. Like, it's just the easiest, least amount of work, where, if you're doing it independent, whether you own your own business or whether you're getting multiple streams of income through busking, making beats, doing shows, bringing it all together to pay your rent and do all that.
Yeah.
It's like, it takes a whole bunch of organization and for you to be able to put everything together and
a lot of sacrifice too.
And a lot of sacrifice and a lot of not knowing. You know, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But kind of
COVID could hit, you know.
Kind of like what you said, it's part of the fun.
Yeah, it's
like, you know,
it's
I've taken many road trips in an old van and been like, let it break down. Just let it break down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'm
Fuck
ready.
It. Yeah, fuck it.
I wasn't
you know
ready.
What I mean? Yeah, you know.
Okay, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, no, it's like grab your favorite 5 things because the tow truck driver's about to own this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, so let's do that right there.
what?
We got that right there. Fucking house is on fire.
Ooh.
Got to grab 5 things.
Oh, shit.
my
What are you
desk with all my
grabbing?
shit on it.
Okay.
Cody, we're going to go you first.
Okay, I have 5 things right here ready.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. 5 things. I'm going from the bedroom. The house is on fire. I hear the alarms going. Okay, I'm grabbing the hand of my wife. Okay, first thing.
Okay.
So I've got 1. Does that count?
Yep.
Okay, 1. I've got a kiddo, too, so there's 2.
People count.
Yeah, I gotta grab
Shit.
5 because that's 5, you know. And I'm, you know, so I've got 3 more things to grab, and I have the time to get them.
You have the time.
I'm not even exaggerating here. This is
You
gonna
have to go
sound
right
so
to 'em, though.
fucking shallow and weird. But this is what comes to my brain. I'm gonna want to smoke.
As
Like,
a back,
think about-
grab the
think
blunt,
about-
light it on fire.
No. But just think about it.
Weed
So
is legal.
I know, but like you're not gonna have your money. You know what I mean?
Debit card.
Yeah, but my money's not on debit all the time.
That's another item.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't even have thought of that. You just reminded me. I would have grabbed the little small amount of cash I have. Okay, so that's number 3.
Okay.
And then I probably would. I'm so fucking vain. I probably would have grabbed some weed and a lighter. You know.
And watch the house
4
burn
and
down.
5,
Just
yeah.
smoke a bowl and be like, yep.
I got my family. I've got a little bit of cash to rebuild. I've got a bowl and a lighter. I mean.
And you have a
what am I
van that's a
forgetting?
house.
Well, my van's not in this fire.
You didn't
No, it's
specify,
not.
yeah,
Oh,
what house
so-
is burning down.
So I've got the rebuild already going.
Already, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What about you?
Oh, me? Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
let me hear you.
Let's go. Grabbing my dog.
See?
Okay. Definitely gonna grab a box full of pictures in it that I
Oh my
can't let
God.
go.
I'm a
I
fucking
can't let
dick.
go of
I'm
these
a
pictures.
dick.
Like, there's just some things that
Yeah,
are
I
just
feel
like I have a box that has like
Me too.
things in it that's like personal possessions. That
It's
I
like old stuff, yeah.
definitely going to grab my wallet. Definitely gonna grab my wallet.
fuck.
100%
I'm fucked.
need my wallet.
I'm fucked.
Because my wallet has my cash, my debit card, and my ID.
Oh no.
Now
point.
the question is, do I say grab my mask? No, I'm not gonna say that. Okay.
What are you at
'Cause
3? You still
I'm
got
at-
2 more things
I'm
to
at-
grab, and I look like a fool.
White PS4 controller.
I found it. It was in my room.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I would probably definitely grab.
Something to eat.
I would grab my weed. I would grab my weed. I would grab
See
my
how
weed.
quick weed goes?
Because, well, dude, it's like you're gonna be traumatized after this.
Thank you.
You know.
I thought I was crazy.
And honestly, you're just gonna want to just smoke and be like, "What the fuck?" And then, I'm probably gonna grab my car keys.
Good point. I would have had to make keys at that point.
But what I don't know if I'm forgetting anything.
Okay, so
important.
go back. You would have grabbed a box of pictures,
My-
your wallet, your dog,
weed.
your weed, and your car keys.
Yeah,
It's not a bad grab.
that's phone. Oh,
about-
not so my phone's burning.
That's fine. I mean, see, look.
Do we?
look.
So are you like stripped naked at this point or something?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
just
you're
got out of
sleep- I
bed?
think,
Okay.
yeah, I think we're sleeping.
Okay.
I think we're
I was
sleeping.
Yeah, we're
just like-
sleeping. Yes.
You know.
Well, I sleep completely like this, so no.
Well,
No,
if you do. You sleep ready.
No, he sleeps naked. We can tell.
I just
No,
wait.
I'm just joking.
I would
Boom!
grab.
Your house is on fire.
Okay. Well, would I be assuming that my guitar would be in my case?
That's so funny. I figured it was gonna be the first.
He's like, is the
thing.
guitar in the
Because
case
sometimes
too?
it is.
Okay.
Sometimes not.
Okay, it's in the case.
Okay, so grab the guitar case, definitely. Picture me and my mom on my 16th birthday. The box of photos is gonna have to burn down. I grab my computer, hard drive. So guitar, picture, computer, hard.
Is that one? Is the computer and hard drive one?
Well, I mean they're connected together, like through a wire.
You're gonna grab it hard, and they're gonna stay together.
Yeah. All right. So guitar, picture, computer on hard drive. And then probably grab my push, the beat pad thing I got, and then Honestly, I probably grabbed the interface too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this guy's gonna make music forever.
That's
all he wants to do.
That's all. Like, honestly, I don't really like. I'm thinking about like because I'm staying with my best friend's dad at the moment in a spare room, and it's just like I don't really have like a bunch of.
No pets.
Oh, you know what? No, take out the interface, and I would grab Eminem's Infinite vinyl album that I got.
And you'd buy a new interface.
Yeah, and then I'd just go get it. Yeah, whatever.
So that has more
Figure it out.
value than the interface.
To me, yeah.
Yeah.
Eminem's like up there for me.
Infinite
so.
was the first album, right?
Yeah, when I moved to LA for a little bit, I went to it's called Amoeba Records.
Mm-hmm.
It's this giant record store, and like the thing is like the album's cool. It's not my favorite by all means, but it's like more of like a collector thing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just when I went into that store, I saw it and I was like, oh yes, like, and I've been collecting vinyls, and at my old apartment. When I had my studio stuff set up, I had all my vinyls on the wall kind of thing. And I have like I don't have all of his records. I just have Marshall Mathers LP 1 and 2 and then Infinite and stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like, like that's like where he started. And
What's
stuff,
your favorite album?
Marshall Mathers LP 2 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love.
Oh, the newest one?
Yeah, like the second one. So like it's hard because Eminem Show and Marshall Mathers LP 1 and stuff like that, like definitely are amazing albums. But like I grew up listening to him. My mom was a huge fan, so that's how it started me on him. And then
Really?
I kind of oh dude, my mom was the cool mom that got me like the explicit CDs and shit.
Oh,
She loved
crazy.
like
That's tight.
yeah, she's a big reason why I even like hip hop and rap and stuff is because she's a huge LL Cool J fan and Coolio, and she listened to Tupac and Biggie and shit all the time. Yeah,
sick,
and then when Eminem came out, she's like, "Oh, Nate will like this." Like, and the first time I heard him was on the Grammys with Elton John or whatever. When I saw that,
Oh God, I remember that.
yeah, and they're doing Stan, and I was just like, and her boyfriend at the time was just like hated him. He's just like, that white boy needs to learn how to fucking talk or some bullshit like that. And then Eminem Show came out, and that was not the first hip hop. The first hip hop album I had was Afro Man actually, with like Palmdale and shit on it. But yeah, she got me Eminem Show, and I was just like fell in love with that. But then after like I hit high school, I was getting more into like Nirvana and Muse and like punk bands and stuff like that, and just different types of like rock music and shit, and kind of lost sight of Eminem for a bit and hip hop in that aspect. And then he came out with Recovery and stuff like that, and I heard like Not Afraid and all this shit. And just like one thing I love about new Eminem is I know like it sounds like he's yelling, but it's that fucking like driving like voice he has, where it's just like you're listening like songs like that, and you're just like he's like talking to you like fucking get up and go do shit and stuff like that. And then he came out with the Marshall Mathers LP 2, and the reason why I like that one so much is one, it's dope because he has songs in there that call back to the first one, and he talks about his life because he's like old now and shit. And then he just has some songs on there like Legacy, where he's just talking about being a kid, being poor as fuck, riding his bike in around in apartments and complexes and stuff like that. And like, it reminded me of me and my mom because we grew up poor as fuck and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying we shared the same lifestyle, but we definitely grew up like that and everything. Or I grew up like that. And so I connected hardcore with that song. And just like his verse, like, y'all thought it was horse shit. Or what was the line? It was, shut up, bitch. Now I'm talking. You all thought I was horseshit now, but now you worship the ground on which I am walking. Like, and that line right there is just like so dope. And just like, just stuff like that. And his newer shit, like, it's not like obviously old M, but like just as a songwriter and like a rapper, like I studied the fuck out of him with like his punchlines, his metaphors, fucking 5 different meanings in like one word.
What did you think of like the MGK Eminem stuff?
I mean, funny. I mean, like I love MGK too, and props to him for fucking doing like something that, like, I feel like out of all the beefs that Eminem has had, like that was definitely like one that kind of like, oh, cool, like MGK one made a dope fucking diss track against him, and it was a cool song. Like everybody else fucking sucked ass. That's
Fucking
why
Beard's weird, man.
yeah, right. Well, like, and he kind of like he said things that we all knew in a sense of like, you know, just like his lines talking about like, you know, having security and just being like locked up in his house all the time and like all like funny shit like that. But Eminem fucking obliterated him, like lyrically, fucking just when you look at like battle rap, diss rap shit and stuff like that, like yeah, cool. Like Eminem had some, or MGK had some funny punchlines, and he made a cool like hook with it and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the real fucking hip hop aspect of it, like lyrically and stuff, destroyed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
You know, and it seems like not as many people appreciate that lyrical aspect. Like people are just like, well, I like the catchy one with the funny punchlines. Yeah, this guy won by technicality, but
Right.
you know, I think a lot of times people are judging by style.
And it's just, well, and that's the thing is like no one wants, like, Eminem's won so many fucking times in that sense. Like,
So people almost want him to lose, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know, man. Like Eminem always had like an annoying voice to me, but he was just so good that you're just like, I mean, I can't deny it.
It's definitely like a piercing, like,
And then after a while,
there he is kind of thing.
I'm just kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm more now in my older age, especially into just smooth. I'm in Anderson .Paak, like just like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Pull on, fresh shade, like a newborn.
Yeah,
Dude, that Bruno
it's
Mars,
like Sway shit, and like Mac Miller for sure. I'd been getting on him a lot.
very
for, like, last couple years.
chill, very. So, do you know Static Selecta at all?
I know
producer?
the name. I'm sure I've heard a song or two, but I don't like know them.
So what's cool? Static Selecta is a producer from like I think he's from like Boston, and he works with like he basically makes just like a 20 beat. He'll just make like a 20 track mixtape or album, right? And he makes the beats on all of them, and then he just brings in like the dopest artists.
They're all smooth.
All smooth. Joey
So-
Badass, Benny the Butcher,
Okay.
And
Dave
even if they're not
East.
normally smooth, they get smooth on the
Yeah,
Static
right, he makes them
Selectas.
smooth.
And
Yeah.
and
You're a little rough on the edges.
And he does some hard shit too. Like he brings in Action Bronson. He brings
Yeah.
in like a lot of cats, and it's really cool, dude, to like see producers still like
forming artists and stuff,
and just cultivating full projects, and then just bringing artists in that fit them.
Those are the best fucking
I think
projects.
exclusivity and stuff like that is more than ever important.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's like everybody can have a podcast, anybody can make music, anybody can do. You can do anything, you can learn anything, you can be anything.
Right.
If anything, during these days, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. It just blows me away, like all the access that we have and shit like that, and like what we're able to do. You know?
Yeah, I find it like because I've been helping Lane with his hip hop album, and then like my buddy Cody and stuff like that, and I made Juice song. And I love performing, but I'm finding like a new love of like producing and
Other
like
people's tracks.
yeah, and like having them come in and then kind of like I don't know, just like they'll say something, they'll be like, oh no, try saying it this way, and like kind of like just being creative with them and like trying to understand who they are as an artist and stuff, and trying to make their vision come to life, just like my buddies did with my song and stuff like that. And it's just I love it, and I love it's like something that's theirs. And it's tailored to them and stuff like that. Like, and we can make it from scratch, and nobody else is gonna have this song or sound and stuff like that. And that's like what
That's
I really
neat,
love. Yeah.
So are you doing that? Are you like hiring out like new artists, or are you just working with friends?
I'm just kind of working with friends right now. I kind of like it. I'm not like making great like money or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
no. I guess what I'm wondering is like, is people coming to your studio and paying you for your time to help them create?
Oh, not necessarily yet. I guess in that sense.
It honestly seems like an not untapped, but very needed market out here. Someone to come in and be like, you know what? Let me hear the song. Okay, let's. What do you want? A YouTube beat? Like, do you own that? You don't? Okay, let's recreate this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
yeah,
tailor it.
I'm like I'm trying to like right now. The most important thing for me is just like let's make something dope, and like just do all we can to make like a dope song and have fun with it, and we'll worry about whatever bullshit.
So
later.
how long have you been doing that for? Just doing producing stuff.
I started like 2016 when I moved back. Yeah. So my buddy Ivan, that kind of hooked me up with like my gear, and I kind of just start growing it and stuff. I kind of had a little bit of an idea because when I lived in Bellingham for a little bit with Vin, he had Ableton in the push, so I kind of just watched him and whatever. And then when living with Ivan, he has Pro Tools. I don't fuck with Pro Tools. That shit's like alien to me. But and so I was kind of learning that. And then when I got my own little setup, I just kind of just went like, it's something that I've always wanted forever, and I finally got like my setup, and I would just like, that's my happy place now. It's just, making beats, and not just beats, but I mean just anything like in that matter. Like I would love to be able to like do hip hop one day and then fucking go record like an orchestra or something the next day or something.
So that
like
way
that,
you're not getting tired of doing the same thing, or you just like to branch out.
I just like to branch out. I love all types of music. Like I want to be able to, like, there's no reason why like it's like, oh, I'll do hip hop or whatever, and then fucking record a country song the next day. Like, have the same love for it like I did with the hip hop song or something and whatever. I think it's fun too, and I love it when artists kind of throw you a curveball out of nowhere, like like Lil Nas X or whatever, like doing that song with Billy Ray Cyrus and stuff like
Industry
that.
Plant.
It's like, what, and stuff like But not my favorite song, but I mean, like, it's like, that's cool though. Like for him, you should be like,
that's a big thing. That's a big hurdle that you're talking about, is something not being your genre, but appreciating its greatness.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
And I definitely,
and I love that, and I love seeing that.
and an unpopular opinion, but I love like country music and like and rock music and like a lot of different. I was just listening to some like electronic dance type funky shit earlier. It just makes you want to groove.
Yeah, like when someone's creating and you can,
when it's done right.
Yes.
And or done in a way that it just can. I think you said it. It connects.
Yeah.
You connect with it. When you connect with it, especially if there's lyrics and the lyrics are speaking things that you're going through, that you can totally relate to, or even if it's just a beat that just makes you move.
Absolutely.
Motherfuckers just want to move,
like,
man.
I'm honestly like surprised, like when you see all these big artists and stuff like that. Honestly, it's mostly like rappers and hip hop, because like you see like musicians, like guitar players and stuff like that, they'll always be collabing and doing different shit with everybody else. But like rappers, it's kind of like, I know they listen to other shit besides fucking hip hop, and they talk about it. It's just kind of like, I wish like maybe like whether or not they want to or they don't want to, but it would be cool like if like Kendrick fucking branched out and fucking did a completely different genre or something just for the fuck of it or something like that. And
but
like,
then doesn't it like
like what's the reason why?
Doesn't it tamper with your legacy? Like people are like
that's what I was. You hit it right on the head.
When Garth Brooks fucking does, what was Garth Brooks's name?
Brooks and Dunn?
No, Garth Brooks became, his name was Chris fucking something. Chris.
What?
Now it's gonna haunt me, right? But Garth Brooks, dude, he did like a take the cowboy hat off, part the hair to the side, emo style.
No, he didn't.
Swear to God.
No, he didn't.
Okay, hold on.
What? And changed
Jamie,
his
bring
image
up
and then came back?
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
No, wait. Okay, so answer me. Are you talking about he changed his image and came back?
Chris Gaines. So
Chris Gaines?
Yeah, so he was
No.
Chris Gaines what?
fucking Gaines, dude.
Wow.
And he came out.
No.
Yes.
From when?
That's Garth Brooks?
So this
Garth
is a joke?
No.
It looks like the Molly Crew guy.
Okay, so back up.
You see what I'm
Back
saying?
up. So, like, when was this?
That's
90s?
Damn.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
And he tried to change it and come out?
And he switched it up, bro. He was so big as a country star, so he switched it up.
Yeah.
Did some rock shit.
Well, I mean, like,
and did he come back to his senses?
And then he came back. Now he's doing Garth Brooks stuff. I mean, it's like
yeah,
he was already.
That's where the money's at.
That's where the money's at.
Yeah.
He was,
Wow,
I
I
mean,
didn't
you don't
know
have to-
that.
I mean, you wouldn't have like. I'm guessing he was trying to take it to like the level that he's doing Garth Brooks at, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Or
Do you guys think that was his idea?
that's hard to say. When you're
Chris
that
He probably
famous,
hates country. Maybe he wants to be a punk rocker.
Is Chris Gaines his real name?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Is it Garth?
Garth.
Garth.
Dude, it said that it says right here, why Garth Brooks' alter ego Chris Gaines proved that he's a music legend.
That's funny. Well, fucking MGK. Like,
Oh
doing
my
that.
God, good point.
Yeah.
He flipped his whole
Dude.
shit.
And honestly, it's freaking awesome. Like, I love it. It's like Camo says, it's the Blink-182 album that we never got, basically, or something like that. Like, and it's freaking dope.
I loved the new stuff for what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
you know,
it's just like
I liked that old shit though. You know, I liked that very first video when he got his shirt off and he's chasing the car or whatever, and he's like running in the street. You guys know which one I'm talking
MGK?
about? Yeah. This is like
I remember the one with him and Waka Flocka.
that. Yeah, I'm talking about like gutter ass shit.
yeah,
like I'm talking about him
that shit was
yelling
fire.
and going like this a bunch.
he does one with
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa. It was like the Mind of a Stoner or whatever.
Was it?
Mine
That
of-
was him and Wiz?
Yeah, that was a cool song. Or he remixed Sail. That was pretty cool one too. Like the way he did that song. The video was pretty dope. But yeah, no, it's just cool. Like, because I knew he played guitar, but I saw him live once, and he was actually like, playing guitar, and that's like fucking dope too. And stuff.
Oh, tight.
Like,
And then he
yeah.
was acting and doing a bunch of shit too.
It's just cool seeing like artists
Yeah.
kind of be artists and just branch off and do different shit and stuff.
agree.
Like,
For the artists that get to, and I think there's a lot of opportunities
oh yeah,
for everybody. If you
Right.
get out there,
mm-hmm.
you just gotta get out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're out there, you're gonna meet people, you're gonna move around, your opportunities are gonna open up, and you just gotta be able to be like, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Right.
What? Where you play for how much? And like you're saying, if it's not the exact amount of money that I'm trying to get, but it makes sense, and you know, it's something that I want to do, then
Exactly.
let's go.
Yeah.
You know, and that's beautiful.
It's just been fun and like definitely. I always think about like, what if I never did music and blah 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 and stuff like that. The experiences that I have like come across in my life and like just the things that happen around, it's just like cannot be replaced with anything else, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like, it's just been like so fun. The people I've met, people I am meeting, and like, I would never give any of that up. Or yeah, it's just been great.
All right. Well, what I want is I want you guys to give me 3 things that you never go cheap on.
Go cheap on.
Never go cheap. If you're gonna get something, so you know you're gonna spend that top dollar to get.
The stimmy.
Yeah. Like, you know, because some things you'll kind of skimp a little bit, right? Like I'll get some. You know, I don't. For some reason, I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't go cheap cheese. I go Tillamook every time.
Go-
Dude,
Farmer's-
I get that
farmer's
good
slice.
shit, bro. I don't want. Well, I get a block.
Oh, you get the block.
Yeah,
I get
I
the
get the
block,
block, too.
and I get a Tillamook
and
block.
I eat it like the block.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, you can get the Dairy Gold, or you can get the Safeway, or the Fred Meyer brand, or whatever. You know, whatever. But I'm going Tillamook every time.
Good cheese.
Yeah, dude, it's good.
So that's one.
That's one. I never go cheap on weed. Like, if I go cheap on weed, it's because I'm like trying to try it because I sell it and I want
Right.
to know.
You want to
you know?
know. And
But I really don't want to. And I just, for some reason, no matter what I'm smoking, if I'm putting it in my lungs, right, which I know is probably not good for me, I want it to be the best.
The best.
The best shit, dude. And I never go cheap on friends, man. You know, I never go cheap on friends. Right? I like
How cheap
high. I like high quality friends, man. You know, and I think that's like a really important one because you are the company you keep.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you, Nate?
Probably. I mean, we're talking about just like whatever.
Just
kind of thing? Oh,
anything.
okay. So definitely, from my experience with guitars, like nothing below $1,000 for sure.
You're never going cheap on a guitar.
Never again, no. Martin is like, I mean, and that's not to say like a $500, $300 guitar isn't bad. Like you can go to a pawn shop, you can find some dope ones. But what I've learned with music equipment, the more expensive, the better it is, pretty much, and stuff like that. And especially with Martins and stuff. Oh man, this is a hard question.
It's just,
I live cheap.
but so if you live cheap, there's a few things that you're just like, okay, not that though.
Right. Shit. Oh man.
Has to be something outside of music
I-
that you do. Because his first thing
All
was
I know is fine
guitars.
dining and breathing.
No.
So fine dining.
Yeah, no.
No, I feel like it's not fine dining.
No,
like you'll eat something cheap just
no.
to get a guitar.
I mean, not with food. Just shit. Can we come back?
Yeah.
Those are my questions. Sorry.
No, you're good. Because
Blew my
now,
brain up.
believe me, if I was second, I was gonna struggle. But now that I'm third, I've got my 3, and they're locked in, folks.
They're locked in.
First one definitely is windshield wipers, right?
Yeah, you can't go cheap. I went cheap on windshield wipers and it was terrible. It was
It's
a bad
terrible.
idea. And honestly,
But if you step
that
up,
little strip will start swing like it's
yeah.
not. It's
but
not.
the other, if you step up one thing, they don't even got that strip.
Oh, it's just
Why does it dry?
blades.
Like, yeah, it dries the window before it even gets to the other
That's true.
side.
That's true.
Right?
Never go cheap on windshield wipers.
Right. And then
Damn,
my
that was a
second
good one.
one, yeah, I'm fucking getting
that
good
was good,
ones.
that was
folks.
good.
Gold. No more cheap tents. Okay?
Oh, you can't go cheap.
I want a
tent.
good tent from now on.
Yeah.
Okay. I want the one with the little porch on the front and the little awning. You know
With
what
the
I mean?
thick
Yeah, that
fabric.
thick fabric, 2 doors, a side door and a front door. You know how those good tents are they're like little carport.
Yeah, because you know the cheap ones you can get.
Yeah, no one wants that tent.
Yeah,
if you're out there with a cheap tent, everybody knows that you just got that.
and if there's a
tent.
slight breeze, your shit is gone.
Well, I
Your shit-
mean,
or
even if
it
it's
might
not
just
like
be imploding.
Here's the thing with them cheap tents. You're not hanging out in that tent. Okay, you're sleeping in that tent, which that might be what you came out there for. But you know, I like the tent where you can kick it in for a second. You know?
Big family one.
Yeah, or just like lay a rug down and kick it.
He's
for
really
a
trying to
second.
make it home. while
Yeah,
you're
right.
camping,
When I'm
yeah.
out there camping.
What's your third one?
Oh, I did have that last one locked in, but you got me. You got me, but I'm okay. I can bounce back.
Come on, bro.
Okay, Friday night, I'm going out. A drink. My first drink.
You go pretty big,
I mean, not that I go big.
but you don't go well.
No, never,
Never.
never.
Okay.
Right? So the answer was cheap.
But this is the first drink.
The first drink.
Never go fucking cheap on the
Yeah.
first
And I
drink.
mean, honestly, the first drink is going to determine how I do the rest. And if I do a beer, then it could go down.
He's
from
going
there.
Grey Goose and then Wells. The rest
No,
of the
no.
night.
Here's the thing: is if you start there, you never go down. You just either stay there or go up. So I think it would be a first drink.
I like that.
You still got 2.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
You
No,
don't have to fucking answer.
no,
It doesn't
I
matter.
know. I'd say probably so far what I've like nice boots like.
Oh, good one, bro.
Yeah, when I moved to Seattle, my buddy introduced me to like Doc Martens and like all that shit and
Yeah.
stuff, and like those are awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
So you got to take care of your feet.
Big
Yeah.
difference between a good pair of boots and just a shit pair. Like a
Oh,
good pair of
absolutely.
boots, like 10 years down the road, you're just like, fucking yay, yeah.
Mhm.
And guys,
Makes you
let's
look
be
fat.
honest. Let's look into the camera. Never go cheap on a bed. Okay. Take care of your back. Never go cheap on a pillow.
God damn it.
Okay. Get that cotton. Get that fucking Egyptian fucking cotton. You deserve it. Okay. Get that thread count up there to whatever 1,000, 5,000 fucking microfibers or whatever
They are
they
nice.
call it. Dude, you need to get that. The comfort, man, because when you get good sleep, you just age better. You got to take care of the long term. Stop thinking about, YOLO. We're gonna do it right now.
Brought to you by
Like,
Mattress.
dude,
Firm
let's
Family
focus on fucking, I'm gonna need this stamina, 20 years from now. So let's get some good sleep tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'd say guitar strings. I spend like $20 on my guitar strings. I shouldn't because I break them all the fucking time, but they're
So you can go cheap or you
What's
can
the
get
cheap
expensive guitar strings.
yeah. Wait, what?
What's the cheap version?
Uh,
$20 seems like a...
I mean, like, so the elixirs are $20. They have anti-rust. They have fucking awesome tone to them and stuff like that. And then you got like Martin strings are pretty good. They're like $7 and stuff, but they gunk builds up on them and like they not rust, but like they just get old pretty quick and stuff like that.
And you've
Wear and tear.
noticed the difference.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hardcore. Yeah, like it's funny because you look at my guitar because I break my strings all the fucking time, so I'm always just like replacing them. So like I have like mixed match strings on there, but you'll see like my low E string is an elixir string because it's still gold looking kind of thing. The rest of them you can tell they're all dirty, and so I've only had them on there for like a month. And the elixirs one, like I don't really change them out for like 3 months if I can keep them on there and stuff.
Oh
so,
wow.
Yeah, that doesn't really happen because I fucking break them. So it's just, it's expensive hobby at that point.
Totally.
So, I mean, really, man, I'm interested in what are the things that are most important to you in your life, and like where are you going? Where are you just, I want to know what you're like. Where are you going to be in Spokane? Are you going beyond? Are you moving? Are you touring? Are you traveling around? Like, do you have plans? Are you just kind of just going with the flow of the universe?
I mean,
you've been to LA, you've been back, you've been to Bellingham, you've been back, you've been all over. I end up back here in.
Oh, I love Spokane. Like, and it's just funny when I meet people like moving out of place. Like, I hate Spokane. It's just, it's home here for me for sure. Like, even if like, let's say like I made it or got money, it's like I would definitely buy a fucking house here and this would be home base all the time.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But as far as like moving, like there's a couple of things that have kind of came up into play. Like I was telling you about my cousin who lives down in Arizona and who did the film stuff. He's like my brother, and like we've kind of talked about me moving over there and hanging out with him and stuff like that, and kind of just like getting away. Like I haven't since COVID, like I haven't gone really anywhere. Like usually I'll take like a trip out to Seattle or something like that, but like I have not left. And just, you get that feeling everything's building up, so you're just like, I gotta leave for a bit and stuff. So I've been kind of thinking about that and moving to Arizona for a little bit.
Switch it up.
Yeah, and but then also my buddy Ivan, who lives in LA, like I've been kind of like talking with him and trying to sharpen up my skills with doing the producing and just whatever the fuck I can in the music industry if I can help possible. And it's like if an opportunity pops up out there, maybe. Like, I mean, I didn't like living in LA, but I will do it if I have to, kind of thing. And it makes sense and stuff like that.
What was the bad things?
It was just, well, honestly, it was cool and it was fun. It was about the freaking roommate that me and my cousin had. He knew him in the Navy, but he didn't really know him. And then he did music too. And I was like, oh, dope. Like, we're going to do music together. Dude, the biggest fucking douchebag I've ever met in my goddamn life.
Rapper or no?
Yeah, he says. He made music and he rapped, but he's like the most cockiest. Like, we went out one night and I asked if I can borrow his lighter to light a cigarette. And I don't know what happened, but he was just like, Nate, he's like, you need to learn how to get your own like lighters. He's like, there's not one thing I like about you besides the fact that you are really good at guitar. And I was like, where the fuck is that coming from? Like, kind of thing. And he just started going off and saying like, I have deals with Rihanna, like all this, like something like he's saying like, I have deals with Rihanna. And I was like, well, why don't you show me? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I've never seen you talk to these people or anything like that. And your music's not that good to back up what you're talking about, kind of thing and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just
one of those pathologicals.
Yeah, like
and you were just in a
situation.
You were around bad energy.
Yeah, definitely. And like my cousin was my only saving grace there. And
so if that dude wasn't there, LA would have been great.
It probably would have. Yeah, like honestly, yeah. Like
yeah, you know what sucks?
So honestly, yeah.
So
it was
fuck
just,
that
it was
roommate.
just, it was just fucking
you know what sucks is like
Go to LA with good roommates,
people
guys.
who don't matter. Like, god damn it, we're talking about Rihanna and neither of us know her.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's just like, I got deal, and I was like, dude, if you show me that anything, like even if you know her dog, fucking, I'll let you punch me in the face right now. Like, just show me one little thing that you've been fucking with her, Like, he doesn't have, and his buddies were there too, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, and stuff like that. It was just stupid shit like
just
that.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, and then he was threatening to like kill me or like not threaten, but he's like, I'll fuck you up, motherfucker.
That dude's really got some internal things he's got to deal with.
Yeah, and my cousin at the time.
That sounds like LA.
Some people are, but some people are like that, bro. Some people are like when you see that projection come out, where people are really projecting and they're just like really hating hard. You're like, you really are mad about me. Like, well, something that's not me.
And I didn't, when I moved out to LA, I didn't really, because Ivan got the gig over in Bellingham doing that stuff, and we were supposed to go together. That was like our plan, but he ended up doing that and stuff and going out to LA.
What does he do in Bellingham?
Well, he got a job as an audio engineer for the composer who did like Family Guy and Star Trek and stuff.
Cool. So he works
And
in like movies and shows.
He
and
did, and well, he was just they built a new studio out there, and so he was just helping run that. And then he met Sylvia Matthews, her producer, and she produced like Tool and System of a Down and all of them. So he was working with her for a bit, and then she introduced him to Capitol Records, and so that's where he's at now.
Cool, very
and
nice.
Stuff. Yeah, so
that's cool. So you have a buddy who's actually actually doing it.
Yeah, we call each other every night and stuff like that. And he's like a big reason, like with my music stuff. He's been helping me like with my mixes and teaching me like what to do and stuff like that. Yeah,
So besides Eminem,
nope. No, I was kidding.
who are your favorite musical influences?
Ed Sheeran. And it's funny is because like I always thought about like did I like if I liked him or not, and I fucking love him, absolutely love him. It was just the time that he came out. When I started doing the slap thing, my buddy was like, "Hey, you remind me of Ed Sheeran," and it was when A-Team came out, and so it was like the soft stuff, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I don't sound anything like Ed Sheeran." And then I watched him play live, and I was like, "That motherfucker," because he's doing all that shit. I was like, "God damn it." And his music is incredible. He's a great songwriter. And it's like, yeah, so like Ed Sheeran's a huge fucking inspiration for sure. Cool. And then Muse, you know the band Muse? Yeah, I love them. They're my favorite like rock group band. And Jack Johnson, like his style is what got me going. Like on like my acoustic style stuff.
Sick,
yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah. I listen to the fuck out of Jack Johnson.
It's funny, man.
A cool ass inspiration.
It's crazy when you can like hear the three influences, and then it's just like if all three had a baby, that would be you.
Right. That's
like I really do.
My buddy Nick says if Jason Mraz and Eminem had a baby or something like that, it was like, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar is so my top 3 favorite rappers would be Eminem, Yellow, and Kendrick Lamar probably.
Nice.
Yellow kind of dips in and out every now and then, but
so who's the trade for Yellow Wolf when he dips out?
It just I don't know. It's kind of like one of those like I've been listening to like YB and Cordae a lot.
Oh my god,
that kid's fucking.
I'm so glad that you said that,
dude. That kid's
he's
fucking
amazing.
Yeah, and he like I feel like he's not being talked about.
So check it out. You know what's crazy?
like,
and I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but he used to be like my buddy Mike. You know, he has a playlist on Spotify called Matisse's Releases, and every Friday he updates it. It's got the newest in hip hop mainly, and then a few other genres he'll throw in there, rock and stuff like that, indie. Right. But he actually put me onto. His name wasn't YBN Cordae. It was, at this time it was like 2013, and I'm totally.
Long time ago.
Forgetting what his name was, but I used to just listen to this one song that he had over and over and over again. It was so good. And then all of a sudden it just got deleted. And it was just gone, and you couldn't find it anywhere. And then all of a sudden, like a year later, boom, YBN Cordae pops up. It was this dude blowing up. And I was like, what the hell? So this dude went from like just this underground thing to literally just made that connection, and then bam.
Yeah, he's freaking incredible.
Huge.
I saw
probably has a mansion now.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's only like fucking 20, I think. Too. Like I'm tired of these goddamn kids. Like
but like, he's so. And Cody has a theory about the rappers with the lisp. Just a slight lisp.
Yeah, definitely.
If there's a slight lisp,
slight lisp from the hood, you achieved, and you got ahead a little bit. Like people are gonna just
like. Do you guys
love that?
Do you guys know Boogie?
Oh yeah, I love Boogie.
Oh god, that's a full lisp. That's not a slight lisp. That's a 10 out of 10 lisp.
Dude, he is fucking dope, bro.
But he's getting it though.
That new song,
interesting voice. Too.
That new song, Outside, with him and Joey Badass, bro, is just. His verses are so undeniably dope.
Does Junior have one too? A lisp?
No. Joey's coming through clear.
Yeah, Joey's super clear. Who are some more lisp rappers though?
No, it's that Joyner Lucas.
Oh, Joyner Lucas.
Oh yeah, Joyner kinda.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Dude, that song Will. I love Will.
Sure. That is the dopest music
in the video. Yeah.
Oh my god! Like talk about like just paying homage to the dude who fucking love and just like man, I love that. And then for Will Smith, the fucking jump on that,
The
and be
remix.
dope as fuck too,
Bro,
Like,
but Joyner Lucas, like the song or the songwriting, you know, the writing is the thing that I really, really appreciate. And I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
like it's the thing
absolutely.
that doesn't get as much notice, right? Because it's the delivery and the what he's wearing and the video visuals and stuff. But, you know, the lyrics
Great topics.
and great topics and how you deliver, you know, the rhyme schemes and stuff within it and the subject matter, like correlating his life feeling like Will, you know, and correlating that to that him being his inspiration. And,
Yeah.
and then obviously Will Smith getting on it and like, dude, it was just,
came all together.
And I mean, all the tracks he does are like that. Like the dude's,
yeah,
he's
that-
at
that
that
I'm-
level.
that I'm Not Racist song. Did you see that one?
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the first one I saw and I was just like,
Yeah.
just glued. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? This is crazy.
Honestly, yeah, I didn't. I think it was fucking the one he did with Eminem is when I like saw it. Like I've heard his name, but I never really checked.
Yeah,
him out.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I saw him
That's a
do
good ass. That's
Luck-
a
yeah,
tight
Lucky You,
song.
and I was like, oh, this guy's dope. And I'm kind of like, oh, if Eminem's fucking with him, I gotta check him out. So like that's like, and I'll check him out. And yeah, Joyner Lucas is freaking amazing.
So do you listen to any like like newer, you know, underground type stuff, or
I mean,
or
like,
where do you find your music? Like, do you just listen to mainstream stuff,
no. I mean,
or where do you find
I
new
guess,
music?
Would you consider Greaves like underground, right?
Yeah, dude, I
Dude.
love Greaves.
So
man.
yeah, Greaves is honestly Greaves and Sunreal have been a huge part in the way I write my songs too. Like, just the vibe and stuff. Like I have a song called Better Days, and you can tell like that's like a
just
Greaves
happy,
vibe.
like kind of chill.
Kind of,
happy
yeah,
vibes.
just like it has like Greaves has like this darkness to him in a sense, and then you got Sunreal, who's like that happy kind of thing or whatever and stuff. So like my poppy songs is like definitely like Sunreal vibes, and then you got like my song Better Days is definitely a darker vibe. And I mean, just at the time, I've changed it up a bit because when I wrote it, I was definitely like trying to sound like Greaves and stuff like that in the song and like with my voice and everything and stuff. So I kind of switched it up a lot more now. It's super old and stuff like that. But those two have definitely played a huge part in my like songwriting.
I like
and stuff.
Greaves's happy stuff,
Yeah, I like
like What It Do.
Yeah, exactly. I
and,
like his groovy ass fucking
A-OK.
shit. Yeah,
I feel
it's
the
different
A-OK.
when I like Pressure Cracks on
Oh, that's
Together
great.
Apart and stuff like that. But it is kind of different when he tries to be like serious or like talking.
Well, what was that new one that he had? Let the
with,
Devil In.
Oh, with yeah. And,
that shit was fire.
Was that with Chris Webbing too? Or no?
So no, that was Man Down.
that was Man Down. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but Let the Devil In
Yeah.
was like his, just
Exactly.
like it was like
Mm,
hard.
the beat fit
and
too.
he
and-
just is a killer,
dude. Yeah, and like
He's
his
fucking crazy good, dude.
beats are fucking amazing. Like he
Yeah.
makes some of his own stuff, and then I know like he got with like Buddha and stuff like
And
that.
when you see him on stage with just like playing the
Oh, yeah.
keyboard and then singing,
great
and then,
showman, amazing
great showman, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could only I aspire to be as good as he is on stage.
When I first saw him, it was at the Bartlett, and like he came out and just his energy, like and just.
I
don't know
swear
how
we
he
were all
handled
at these
everybody.
same
I
shows,
guarantee
and we didn't
were.
fucking
Yeah, we
know
had
each
to,
other.
man.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that show too at the Bartlett.
Yeah, and then like the light, just everything, just perfect. Like yeah, but
Well, shit, dude. Fucking, you have some shows coming up.
yeah. So next week, Thursday through well, I guess we're not playing Thursday. I just found that out today. But so Friday through Sunday, I'll be in Lewiston with my buddy Kyle, Richard, and we're playing at the Corner Villa. And then I honestly don't know the names of the other places we're playing because Kyle booked it.
Okay.
But
So you can get us that information, and we'll throw it up so everybody
awesome.
can see it.
Yeah. And then I got offered to play at the Old Mill Bar over off Argonne. I think it was like the 20th. I got asked. It's
I
kind of
guess
like
this is gonna come out in a couple weeks. So.
yeah. It's kind of random when I get hit up for gigs and stuff like that. Like it's just kind of like I'll get hit up and be like, hey, can you want to play tonight or do you want to play this day?
So
And
what do
blah,
you
blah, blah, blah.
where are you most actively posting like where you're gonna be tonight? Like when you go
Facebook stuff.
Facebook.
Facebook, like Facebook, Instagram, and I'll use like Snapchat and whatever. And
Okay.
stuff like
And
that.
is it just all the same like tag? Is it
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'll just say, hey, I'm playing here, and then I try to like, if I get asked like tonight, like if I got asked to play a gig tonight, then I'll try to just push it out and everything. But I don't know. It's just weird. Like I don't understand the algorithms for social media and stuff. And so like, cause I'll post like 3 days prior about a gig or something like that and say, hey, I'm playing here. And then people don't even see it until after the gig. What have I like realized? And I've had to like start deleting my posts because like people will be like, I'll be there. And I'm like, no, I already did it. And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, but like, so what I've been doing is just making the same posts, and I've just been doing the same posts on all the platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just think that just being consistent and being active
Yeah.
and putting it up there. And if people don't see it till after, you didn't see it till after.
Exactly.
You know, you saw that cute little kitty video. Or
Right.
that cute, you know,
Yeah.
that
I
what
think it's
that
I think it has a
TikTok.
lot to do with like, you know, it's almost like you might not delete it, just let them just respond on it so that those posts get some traction.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'll
That's
keep
true.
them
I mean, I don't know,
looking for the
though.
next one, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
keeps them-
I know I did.
But I don't know the algorithms either, but they're confusing.
I did have a lady show up. I think she went to the Black Diamond, and I already played there. And she was like, I went there, but you weren't there, or something like that. And I was like, oh, God.
See,
Like,
but that's tight, though. It's
yeah,
like,
no, it's super dope. I just felt really bad. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that just gets people. Honestly, I think that's cool. I think that sometimes things shouldn't line up, and then you should be like, "Fuck," or you missed it, and then it's just like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
that's totally
attentive,
back,
and when
yeah.
he's playing again, I'm gonna show up.
Right.
You know, and
I'm
really,
gonna go to his page.
yeah, I'm gonna go to his
And
page.
I'm gonna go look at it.
I'm gonna buy one of his songs. I'm
Right.
gonna,
Yeah,
you know,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
that.
I'm gonna put it on repeat when I go to sleep. Because listen, artists appreciate it when you're going to sleep. You put it on repeat and just turn your phone down and just go to sleep.
Does that
Okay.
work?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Oh.
Works great.
I mean, shit, if you had 100 people doing that,
I know what I'm doing tonight.
yeah, like, just put your shit on repeat and just, you know what I mean, hook a brother up, like, you know,
Yeah,
get
or
support,
don't. Yeah.
you know, buy some merch,
Yeah.
like, you know, I think that, you know, with the stimulate your local economy, get out
Give us
here,
your
you know,
money.
get your car detailed, get yourself a beer, get yourself some local food, support a fucking musician
Right.
out here.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's just Nathan Chartrey on everything, Google,
Yeah.
like, and you know, Spotify, all
Yep,
that stuff.
Apple Music, yeah, all the stuff. Just Nathan Chartrey, and then Chartrey.
And the
I
new
know.
song is Fall, and it's
Yeah,
and it's
featuring
everywhere.
me,
It's on
yeah.
on fucking Instagram. I tagged. I
Yeah.
found the song on Instagram. So
Yeah, it's all everywhere now and stuff. So all my music should be on everything that I have released right now. There's only one song that I didn't release on everything. I just put it on YouTube, and the reason why is because it's a super short, like one of my favorite beats I made, and actually some of my favorite rhymes I've ever written.
Mhm.
But it's a super like less than a minute kind of thing, and it was one of those songs that like it's like I don't know where else to go with it,
Mhm.
but I really want to share it because like if I don't, like no one's gonna hear it and stuff like that, and there's no reason to hang on to it. So I just released it on YouTube, and it's titled Chartrey as my last name.
and you can only find it on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, and then Facebook too, like because I made it so video so people can watch it on there too. But
I love
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, hey, you guys are gonna hate me, but hey, listen. 3 things that you just love about Spokane. That's what I want right now. 3
Oh,
things
my
that you
God.
just 3 things that you love about this beautiful city. And I mean, we got spring coming, we got summer
Okay,
coming.
I'll go first. Ready?
Pop them off.
Lilac City Parade.
Ooh,
Okay.
I love the
I love the energy. I
oh.
haven't been in a while.
I'm
but
so
just-
excited to
I don't
go.
know how, but they pump the smell of lilacs down there pretty heavy. And that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
he knows.
Okay. I'd say the low key, like, you know, the non-existent traffic. You know, we feel like we have traffic here,
But it's low
go-
key. You
live
Yeah,
in
yeah,
LA or
yeah. Go,
Seattle, and then you're
yeah,
like, this
go
is
somewhere
amazing.
else, and you'll realize there's no traffic, right?
Mhm.
Okay, one more thing about Spokane.
Oh, it's
I would
beautiful.
say just the people, man. I fuck with the people in Spokane.
Laid back people.
I've been a few places, and every time I come back to Spokane, I always get that good, you know, that good welcome. So
Yeah.
Nate, 3 things you love about Spokane.
It's
man.
definitely like basically what he's saying, like the people, like I don't know what it is, but like you like after going to like Seattle and like stuff like that,
Mhm.
it's
Different
definitely it's a
people on
different
the west
culture.
side.
Like it's a
Yeah.
totally different. Like you're like I feel like in a different country almost. Like when you go to
Yes.
these different cities,
Mhm.
but like something about Spokane, it's just like I don't know if it's just because I was born here and it's just home or whatever, but like it's that vibe of like in Seattle, you say hi to somebody, they won't even fucking acknowledge you.
Exactly. I was just gonna say Spokane people
Yeah.
say hello back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like we have the most friendliest homeless people here, like and stuff like that. Like, but and just the people. Like I made some great friends like over in other places, but I've made the best of friends here.
Yeah.
And only here, and stuff. And so, and then honestly, like downtown. The look of it, especially when you're coming back from Seattle or whatever the
When you're
fuck, you
coming
go down
down
the
that
hill, dude, that's the coolest
point.
fucking thing. Like,
Beautiful.
yeah, like
It's
such a weird-
gorgeous.
It's so gorgeous.
I love it.
and yeah, like Spokane itself, like it's like you go out to
it's
the,
aesthetic, very aesthetic.
yeah, and it's kind of funny too, because like you go to Seattle and like everything's got its sections, but it all kind of meshes. I don't know. It feels like it looks the same. Whereas like Spokane is like you got the north side and it looks like the north side, and you got South Hill or like the ghetto area, it looks like that, and then like you got the nice area, and then like it's just kind of I don't know. It's just it's weird how it's all placed, and it just like Spokane's a weird fucking like spot, and with like cool people that's trying to like push forward and being ahead of the curve, you know, and stuff like that. And I feel like it's getting better and better. When I left Spokane the first time, like the music scene, it was like a big metal scene at the time and stuff like that, but like everybody would just talk shit about the music scene here.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And granted, like, I guess, yeah, you could say it wasn't really popping the way, like, you know, everywhere, because everybody's like, you know, wants to go to Seattle because Seattle's the best place and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, like, some of the dopest motherfuckers are out of here. Like, you know, and it's showing.
And they moved to Seattle.
Yeah, then they moved to Seattle. Yeah, exactly.
And then
then Seattle claims them.
Yeah, exactly. They're third or fourth in line.
Alan Stone.
Yeah, and Alan Stone is amazing.
Yeah, he actually, so he went to Chewila. My uncle used to coach him in baseball.
Really?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, he
Wow.
grew up in Chewila.
Yeah,
I
his
believe.
house is literally down the road from my grandparents and my aunt and uncle.
Does
That's
his
awesome.
parents still live there?
No, I don't think so. I think he bought the house for a while and like he lived out there. I think now he lives in Spokane with his wife. The funny thing is I don't know him like my family does. I know him as a fan, and it's funny because like I was in Chewila hanging out with my buddy Robbie. We're at this coffee shop, and he's just like, "Oh, before we go, we're gonna hang out with my buddy Alan." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I literally like just got done watching this motherfucker's videos like the other day and stuff like that. And then Alan Stone walks in, and I was like, like, you know, and I was just like, "Oh, holy shit!" Like we're hanging out with Alan Stone. We had dinner with his family and shit, and he's just like, "Oh, you're Chartrey's." Like he thought it was their son or whatever, but it was like, "No, I'm the nephew." Like, you know, Brandon and Russell, all my cousins. He went to high school with them and stuff. But it's just funny because, like, yeah, my aunt would see him like every summer because she was the manager for the Beach Key or something like that. So we always had to go and talk to her. But like, and so they're all cool with him. But like, I get stupid starstruck when
Do you?
Oh, dude, I can't fucking talk. And
So is
I
he?
hate
What? How old is he?
it. He's not that much older than.
And
I
like-
think he's your age, like
Like 30s?
I'm
like
34.
Mid-30s?
like mid-30s
Cool.
for sure. Yeah.
I
Nice.
wonder if I could just Google his age real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean,
But-
I was just curious. I was just
Probably
curious
good,
if it was,
right?
if he was your age.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he's
Alan Stone.
Well, I mean, I knew it was close, but I was
Right,
just
yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
like,
he's
did you
not
go to
that
school
old,
with
yeah.
him or like?
no,
you
yeah.
know?
So I didn't go to school with him. I knew.
Bro, he's 34 years old.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And how old are you?
30. I just turned 30.
Okay, so that would put you just enough apart.
Yeah,
you know what I
and-
mean.
And I
Like,
didn't. Yeah, so like he graduated already. And the funny thing is like my cousin Brandon. I remember we went to this party in Pullman when I was a junior, and I remember like my cousin Brandon, Alan Stone was there, but he wasn't Alan Stone at the time. He was just fucking normal Alan Stone. But I didn't like my cousin was like, "Oh yeah, that's the dude." I was
I
talking
think
about.
he's
He can
still
sing."
normal Alan Stone.
Oh yeah, no, he's still normal Alan Stone. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like,
Have he always made music?
being- huh?
He's always made music. over
From
there?
what I've heard, yeah, like he was.
Cool.
I think he sang at the church and stuff like that and everything. I don't know like a crazy amount about him and stuff like that. I just know that he's freaking phenomenal, like singer and stuff.
Yeah.
One of
That's
his-
really cool that he's from Chewila. That, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
Uh,
Resonates.
one of his songs actually like helped inspire right for one of my songs and stuff like that, which is cool. And but
You know, John's a really, really big fan too.
Yeah.
of Alan
buddy.
Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Yeah,
Huge.
Huge.
yeah. That motherfucker is like in his.
You know, what's crazy about John too is that he's not from here.
I know,
Like he's from Houston, Texas, and he's a huge Alan Stone fan.
yeah.
And when
Alan
he came
Stone's
up here and
we
found
said
out,
Alan Stone's from right there.
he said, "What?" Yeah, that
He
was a
actually
big
has
deal.
a really fucking cool jacket that
Tell
I
him
was
if the
telling
price is right, I'll take him to tour up by his
So
house.
he has, yeah, dude. Seriously, man, I will get Alan Stone on this podcast.
That'd be dope.
This will happen, and just because, I just want to have the most authentic conversations, bro. And this has just been
Yeah,
amazing,
he's a
man.
super nice
I
guy, too.
appreciate you coming on here and just talking about everything that you're doing, because you're just an authentically nice person.
Thanks, man.
And a cool guy that's really just after you're doing it for the passion of music,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
and you're also finding a way to respectively get paid and be able to do this and not have to go get a job at
Right.
wherever,
Being
fill in the
unhappy,
blank.
basically, or something.
Yeah, exactly. So dude, I commend you for that. I respect you for that. You're a badass.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You too. I mean, you're fucking you and Matisse, dude, are fucking super dope rappers, man. Like
Thank you,
your
man.
writing and stuff like that, and yeah, it's cool seeing that's like that skill set and the appreciation for lyricism and stuff like that. Because like you're talking, like it's kind of in like a dying trade almost
Yeah.
in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just
It's all
awesome.
high fashion these
Right?
days.
Yeah, it's high fashion, a dope beat, and some auto tune
And some face tats.
and face tats.
Yeah, you gotta have some
Yeah.
face tats.
Some,
Wait,
some
wait.
zips face tats.
Yeah, you gotta sag your skinnies too.
You gotta sag your
You gotta get these
skinnies.
tight ass jeans and
Then
you gotta
sag-
pull it down.
Yeah, you
See,
gotta find-
when we wore them, they were too fucking baggy, so they would sag. But
Nah.
everybody's pulling their fucking shit down.
Ah.
Yeah,
Doesn't make any sense.
We sound
These
like
goddamn
old.
kids.
We sound like old heads right
I
now.
know, right?
Is what they call
we
us.
are old heads. I'm
We
34 years old.
We should make a new brand called Old Heads.
Old heads.
That's
That's cheap.
you don't get to steal
Okay,
that.
we'll
Yeah.
part that part out. We'll take that part out.
Penning
Old
it
Heads.
right now.
Yo, Nathan Chartrey, thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Are we
definitely.
gonna do music on the way out?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sweet. Bust out the guitar.
Oh, this thing? I'm so prepared.
Dude, I
have Sweet.
this
You have a.
Mondo.
I know it's fat.
Got this Blastoise right here.
You got a late night coffee. I'm so curious. Is that what do you like drinking them late?
Yeah, I like.
You drink caffeine all day?
Sometimes. I mean, yeah, energy drinks. Like, it's not even for the cat. I just like the taste of coffee.
Yeah,
And I haven't
that's
had
nothing wrong with
I haven't
that.
had, like an Atticus coffee in like forever, and so I was like,
Oh, you got it
maybe-
right there.
Yeah, since I was late, I was like, I'll
makes
just grab
sense.
one. So yeah,
You're a latte guy.
yeah.
Nice, very
Yeah.
nice, very nice,
I
very
don't
nice.
like my coffee's all right, but I like sugar and sweet and shit.
Yep, I always just Yes, sir.
But I need to start drinking.
I'm more of an espresso guy, but I
Yeah.
definitely drink coffee like a goddamn fiend every day, and I do a late night coffee.
Oh
too.
yeah, especially
I love it.
if I'm making beats and stuff. I mean, like it sucks because I used to be like a huge morning music person. Like I'd wake up at like 5 or 6 in the morning. and
Oh,
make
that's
music.
fucking peaceful time.
Right, and but whoops, oh, sorry.
That's all right. I got it.
But then like working like night shifts and just like kind of like the nightlife of doing shows and stuff like that. My schedule's got all fucked up. So now like a lot of times I'll stay up until like 4 or 3 or something
In the
like that.
morning.
Yeah, just making stuff or working
Yeah.
on stuff, and that's when
Nice.
everybody's asleep, and that's when I want to make noise, and it sucks.
Yeah. You need some room?
Let's pick up.
Give the man some space.
Yes, sir.
Will this pick up pretty good, or
I need a little,
okay?
need a little rip out of that.
Tune it real quick.
So does it get untuned just sitting in the case?
Steady.
Sometimes it honestly it
No,
depends
this
on-
chokes me up, brother.
It just depends. Like I missed, so I had a Martin before this one, and it had gotten stolen or whatever a couple of years ago. And so
Got it back?
No, somebody smashed my window. Some tweaker took it, I guess, or something like that.
What do you
Haven't
get
found
out of it?
Huh?
What do you get out of it? Be honest.
I
Probably
have
$20 and it was like $1,000.
probably. My hopes is either he trashed it somewhere and some kid found it and now is going on to be the next fucking whatever badass guitar player. Yeah, or even the tweaker fucking started learning. I don't give a
Okay,
shit.
that was what I was hoping you were
Like,
gonna
yeah.
get to that.
Yeah, like maybe like if he like stole my guitar and it just became something dope, I wouldn't be as mad. I'd still fucking punch him in the face and take my guitar back. But like it would just be
He
like,
came out and he was just like, I got
yeah,
this.
hey man, here's your guitar. Thanks.
But
Muse is cool.
But I wrote a song though.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. No.
And then you steal a song too.
Yeah, exactly.
Change it.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah. Change the key.
But yeah, it just depends on like temperature and all that shit and stuff.
Oh,
but my
does
other
it?
guitar that I had never went out of tune. And
Really? How?
I don't know. It just it was an old one too.
I
It's
don't
like it was an old Martin, and like the older the wood gets, the more the sound resonates and all that shit. It was super cool, and I miss
That's
it.
cool.
Now I got this. I treat it like my stepchild or something.
Yeah.
No, it's a good guitar. You guys want a cover or an original?
I want to hear the song that you have not released yet, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay to
Yeah.
play? You said it's
Oh, yeah.
old.
Oh, Better Days. Yeah.
Yeah, Better
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And because you said it was a little more,
Dark.
and then
It's-
yeah. Is
yeah.
that more of the slap stuff?
Oh yeah, all my songs have. There's only literally like, there's one folk song from all my old shit that I still play like at my shows because one, it warms up my voice because I'm yelling in it, and then also it's just catchy and everybody likes it.
I like I want to hear a folky type thing too.
Okay.
You too?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Cool.
Better Days and then the folky one.
Yeah. So the only reason why this one I haven't put out is because I've just been struggling trying to record it and how I want to record it, and yeah. But and I haven't played it forever, so I might forget a word. I already started wrong. And all we ever do is dream again. We never take the chance when we've got none left to lose. We drown out the bitter parts, numbing our broken heart. And sometimes oh shit, hold on. Fuck. I am so sorry, hold on. Days like I like to say, I live to see these better days, yeah. It's been a long time since I played this one. Ooh. And I'm a little drunk, a little tipsy. You go back and forth between your mind. You're thinking of all those better times that you've had, but you're breaking down, trying to figure it out, but you can't. So you're staring at the clouds and you place your bets, wondering how long is this shit gonna take? You're struggling to get yourself off the ground. Yeah, it's puzzling when they tell you that it's just a phase. What did they know anyways? You're doing the shit for days and days, but it's the pressure. Cause now you're feeling like a lost cause, and all that small talk has been getting into your thoughts. And it's the message that you wanna try and get across, but you get so stoned that you get stepped on. And you're trying not to worry, the words are so discouraging. The vision that you've had, it's starting to get blurry, you can't see it. Stop believing, daydreaming, what's the meaning, what's the point, man? There is no reason, just leave it. Passion is your weakness. Do something better with your life, kid, like go find Jesus. And maybe now you think you can see, maybe they're right, and this is all just some stupid ass dream. All we ever do is dream again. We'll never take the chance when we've got none left to lose, yeah. We drown out the bitter parts, numbing our broken heart. It's times like these where I like to say, I live to see these better days, yeah. Now you come to the conclusion, yeah, that was stupid. What was I thinking? Believing in this illusion. It's all smoke and mirrors, and that was the fear. Just when you thought you had it, everything disappears. Right in front of you, vanish, you panic, acting erratic. You can't stand the fact that they don't understand all the damage they cause. Now you're feeling like you're falling apart, especially when they give you words like don't follow your love. It's nothing. It actually makes me sick to my stomach that we can like one another from a click of a button. So fuck it, I guess now that it's time to get productive, cause apparently life goal has been leading it towards destruction. You wishing they would open up their eyes and see, realize this is the person that you're gonna be. But sometimes things I guess will never change, but hey, we're just wishing for these better days. And all we ever do is dream again. We'll never take the chance when we've got none left to lose, yeah. Drowning out the bitter parts, numbing our broken heart. It's times like these where I like to say, I live to see these better days.
days, yeah. Thought better days were supposed to come. You're looking around the room, man, where the fuck did I go wrong? I'm in the exact same position that I was, but the only difference is I'm not doing something that I love. I'm sick of it over it, yeah, I'm pushing and pulling, working myself half to death to get you fuckers and noticing. If you can't understand, this is the path that I've chosen, and then that simple circle of trust has just been broken, and yet you're constantly running and falling, forced to be crawling, but you're not gonna stop till you get what you wanted, even when someone says stop. In the back of your conscience, you know it's something you can overcome and always accomplish. So no more excuses, you gotta pull through it, you gotta go out there and show them that this is what you love doing, and pursue it, and strive to influence that inspires this world by using your music.
That's how it ends.
Yeah.
I love that. That's tight.
That was.
Multiple.
I didn't want it to end.
Multiple. No, not at all. At all. Like full on, all my senses that were cruising were like, wait, what happened?
Brick wall.
And like, yeah, like multiple times I almost busted out into like a fucking beatbox. That shit was so fucking tight.
Thanks, man.
That was sick, man. Cool. That was good. That was good energy.
Yeah, that was great.
That
Nice.
changed the whole fucking room right there.
Yeah. It's a fun one. I play it sometimes at gigs. It's one of those ones that like if I'm playing like a bar that's loud, no one's paying attention. It's like I never really play that one because
Yeah,
no one
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
But to the contrary,
Right.
like a bar where people are paying attention,
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, ooh, y'all want to hear something?
Oh
cool?
yeah, yeah.
And
I'll
they're
play
like,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll play some of my serious
We were
ones.
doing that. We doing some folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear that.
I'm gonna. It's not gonna be as well as like when I perform it live. 'Cause I'm usually standing up and like I have like a microphone, the
You can
projector.
project
and-
a little better.
Yeah, so it's just, I'm gonna sing like a little softer kind of thing. It's gonna be a little different, but
And
yeah.
so, are we're gonna exit on this song? At this song, we're gonna. Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like one of my first like songs I wrote. It's called "All My Friends." I'm falling, and I'm just going down. And sorry, I gotta get a pic. I'm very, very sorry. I don't mean to do that. And I think that my past is catching up to me now. And I hope, yes, I hope that I can make it out. But for now, I'm not sure if I know how. And I feel like I wasted all my time trying to see all those pictures you laid out in front of me, and it's all gone. I have lost everything inside, but at least I still have my peace of mind. And all my friends are gone, and I don't know what went wrong. I'm tired of the same old routine. And all through our troubled times, yes, I know everything will be just fine if you promise that you'll still follow me. And always, I said I'd be there for you. But I know, yes, I know that I wouldn't be telling you the truth. And I say, then we say that we would see each other soon. But those plans, yes, those plans, they always seem to fall through. And I feel like I wasted all my time trying to see all those pictures you laid out in front of me, and it's all gone, and I have lost everything know what went wrong. I'm tired of this same old routine. And oh, through our troubled time, just to know everything will be just fine. If you promise that you'll still follow me. And I feel like I waste all my time trying to see all those pictures you laid out in front of me. And it's all right, and I have lost everything inside, but at least I still have my peace of mind. And if all my friends are gone, and I don't know what went wrong, I'm tired of this same old routine. And oh, through our troubled times, just to know everything will be just fine. If you promise that you'll still follow me. If you promise that you'll still follow me.
Wow,
Dude.
dude, that was sick.
Thanks,
dude.
man. I appreciate
I
it.
like that a lot.
Thank you.
I really fuck with that one a lot.
Thanks. Yeah, that's a lot of like my friends' like favorite and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a great one.
Honestly, this has been a good day.
Yeah,
Yes.
man,
And
definitely.
honestly, a lot of this is because of you, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Seriously, just being here right now, coming here, you know, agreeing to be on the podcast.
Dude, thanks for
playing
having me,
music
man.
and-
Like, seriously, this is awesome. Like, I've been wanting to try to do more of these because I think this is like the third time I've ever like done something like that, like be an interview kind of thing and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I want to like get like used to it and more and like talk about shit and stuff. So
Hell
this is
yeah.
really dope.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, you guys are fucking
Yeah,
dope
we had,
too.
Thank you,
we
man.
had a blast. having
You are
it.
too, Mason.
Yeah, shout out to Mason, dude. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Nathan Chartrey. Follow him on Spotify. Look him up on Apple Music. Follow him on Instagram, fucking Twitter, Facebook, all the places. Rent his services out for your place. Just
will
like if
play
you're
a
having a
birthday
party, he'll get you there.
Yes,
He does
good
birthday
point.
parties. He does bar mitzvahs. He does quinceañeras. He
It
does
sounded like he said
everything.
About 100 an hour at first. right?
Okay.
You don't mind.
Listen,
Okay,
hit
100
him
an
up.
hour.
Make an offer. Nathan Chartrey. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Happy to be here. Cody, Nathan Chartrey. ExZac Change. We're out. Bye, guys. See ya.
Make up.
Thanks. It's like
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
Well, hey, you guys are going to hate me, but hey, listen.
Shut up, bitch.
So, Nathan, you're an asshole.
I'm terrible.
Like, where are you going?
Now I'm talking. You all thought I was horseshit now, but now you worship the ground on which I am walking.
What the hell?
Wait, what happened?
This podcast was brought to you by Speak Spokane, a community-driven podcasting studio space where people from all walks of life can speak and be heard. Follow along with us on Instagram at Speak Spokane and visit speakpodcasting.com to learn more about starting your podcasting journey today.